Hello everybody, welcome back to Buzzard-Roost. I am Buzzard. This is a BR to SS. 3 questions about hunting. Who got me started? Best and worst. So who got me started was my dad. Growing up, we ate a lot of wild game. Done a lot of hunting, a lot of fishing. So he's the one that got me started on that. The best and the worst, well, that can actually be on the same hunting trip. Back in 1999, we went to Colorado for an elk hunt. It was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime deal. My brother, his friend, and myself. And when we was out there hunting, his friend went with me to a little hunting blind I had set up, and my brother was going to go deeper into the woods. Anyway, we got it back about 2.5 hours before dark, and when we got back into camp, a gentleman asked me if I said my brother's name, and I told him yes, and he said, well, he fell off the mountain, they can't find him, he can't walk. So I tried to get a hold of him on the radio, and then someone came on the radio and told me what channel they was going to be on. And at the top of the hour, so the top of the hour came, they talked with my brother for about 10 minutes, and when they was done talking, I got on the radio, and my brother asked if it was me and if I was going to come find him. Told him yes on both of them. A gentleman with the rescue that was looking for him told me that they didn't need to be looking for 2, and I told them, you're not looking for 2, you're looking for my brother, and that's the only one you're looking for. And of course they try to keep, wanting me to stay up at camp. Well, my brother's wife was a nurse and loaded us up on medical supplies. We had braces, we had everything you think of. I had a big marble backpack that I had all my hunting stuff in. I dumped it out, pulled the medical box out from under the seat in the little pop-up we was staying in, and started filling my bag with that. Filled it with a GPS, flashlight, batteries, box of ammo. Instead of taking my rifle, I took, matter of fact, it was my dad's 44 mag Super Blackhawk, extra box of ammo, and I started out in the general direction he was in. A little bit of backstory here. All the way down there, my brother practiced his cow elk call, and we joked about it, saying it was a sick cow elk call. Anyway, I started down into the woods, kind of going in the general direction he had left the camp from. Next hour came up. They talked with him for a little bit, had him fire in the air after the plane flew past where he was at. They still couldn't find him. I stayed off the radio this time. I got down to, they told him to make as much noise as he could with whatever he could make it with. Anyway, got down to a creek and had to make my mind up if I was going to go left or right. And while I was sitting there trying to figure out which way he might go, I could hear the sick cow elk call. So he still had a couple of minutes in that 15-minute time span that he left his radio on. So I got on the radio, asked him if he was blowing that sick cow elk call. He told me yes. I said, keep blowing it because I can hear it. So it got really bad on the sick cow elk call. It sounded more like a dying sick elk call. Anyway, ended up finding my brother. got the search and rescue, got them in our area. They meta-flighted him out. We had to clear an area for the helicopter to land. Anyway, he was back at some some relatives, his wife's relatives' house before we even got out of the woods. Anyway, the next day, here he is in an air cast, crutches, and a rifle slung over his shoulder. He was going to go hunting no matter what. But anyway, so that was my best and worst. Of course, the worst, obviously, my brother getting hurt. The best was finding him and knowing he was going to be okay. Anyway, like I said, this is a VR to SS. I'm supposed to, I guess, call out 2 people for theirs. I think I want to do NWA Prepper. I want your who got you started, the best and the worst hunting trip experience that you had. I also want to call out Bear Independent, Mr. TJ. Like to hear yours. This is Buzzard. See ya.